this child. Look, first of all, it's a great day. Not only for boxing, it's a magnificent day because you and I was allowed to wake up this morning and breathe, right? Do you guys ever think about that? If the Creator hadn't thought otherwise, what are the possibilities that could have transpired, right? In the sense that, let me put it like this: a lot of people, bless their hearts, didn't wake up this morning to do this. They didn't, right? So, for me, especially for me at 76 years of age, still feisty enough to wake up by the blessings of the Creator, right? And do what I love doing. Creating and discussing boxing. There is little left for me to achieve other than the things that I have placed before you that I have to do before the Creator terminates me, right? And that's to do something historical in nature, right? That is a part of the blessing that I woke up today to be in a position where I can pursue leaving a legacy that entails having done something historical in nature. Not primarily for me, but for those who I leave behind me, for those that seek greatness in and of themselves, right? Through the ambitious nature of who sustains them, the Creator. You feel me? So let's be perfectly clear about the blessings that we all have received this morning and that the Creator have allowed us, all of us, those that have ears to hear, to be able to hear me speak to y'all about this magnificent blessing that was bestowed on us today by the Creator. And that was the ability to breathe. To breathe, right? Now, listen, let's get into some boxing, right? In my opinion, Devin the Dream Haney historically is one of the best boxers on the planet, right? I did some tape on Devin Haney yesterday, back from when he was fighting in Mexico, right? I started at when he was like doing 6 rounders in Mexico, right? And I went forward up until to date, right? All the triumph, all the ins and outs and the ups and downs Devin Haney had went through to get to where he is today. I believe he's 33 and 0. 33 and 0. He's 33 and 0, right? 15 by way of knockout, right? 28 years of age. 3-time, 3 division world champion. One of the championships was one of the divisions was undisputed at 135 lightweight. Devin Haney was the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, first in the four belt era, right? These accomplishments sometimes go unnoticed, right? We spend a lot of time hating on people, right? Instead of giving them their flowers, right? And respecting them enough to say, man, that dude is great. That dude is bad, right? No, but we find excuses and explanations for why it is that we justify hating on Devin Haney. You know what I mean? So if you guys are perfectly all right with that, hey, that's on y'all. Y'all got to take that before the Creator, that hate, that unnecessary bias that y'all perceive towards Devin the Dream Haney. In my opinion, that's crap. You know what I mean? Devin Haney is a good human being, in my opinion, right? Maybe, just maybe, you guys that hate him so much can't see that. And obviously, it doesn't matter whether you can see it or not, because you guys have a tendency to place people in categories because of what they do and who they are. Again, I'm going to say this again. Devin the Dream Haney is one of the best boxers on the planet, right? So I would appreciate it. Comment me and let me know what is it about Devin the Dream Haney that y'all hate so much. You can do that. I mean, hate is hate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how far y'all gonna go with this type of hate, this unnecessary hate toward humanity. That is the hate that I see in y'all toward Devin the Dream Haney. There's a lot of people that love Devin the Dream Haney. Love him, right? I happen to be one of them. You know what I mean? And I want the best for not only Devin the Dream Haney, for everybody in life, in the world, as a matter of fact, right? But here's the deal. Devin Haney has did a lot of wonderful things in the sport of boxing, right? Made some nice cash, made some nice money, had some great purses, right? But he hasn't hit element, that element, right? Where is the world will recognize him as being a great boxer, right? And I think he needs the correct opponent, dance partner, as Bill Haney, his father, says, right? He needs the right opponent in order for them to get in the ring and make history as far as two of the best boxers in the world. Now, anybody got any inclination about who that boxer should be? Any thoughts to who should be Devin Haney's next dance partner that is as great, or in your opinion, better than Devin the Dream Haney? That's an interesting question. But for me, it's easy. It's easy to be in a position, as both of these cats are, where they can sign a contract, make a mega fight, not a super, a mega fight, right? And get in the ring and do what they can do, right? Who should that be? In my opinion, none other, none other than Errol Spence Jr. That would be beyond the pale, in my highly educated opinion, of a super fight. It would be bigger because those two cats have demonstrated throughout their career that they deserve one another, that they deserve the pay they necessary, right, to get in the ring and duke it out for supremacy. Why? Because they are two of the best boxers that laced up a pair of gloves in this era. You tell me, what other boxer is that great to sustain that type of atmosphere, that world-renowned atmosphere that people will pay mucho dollars to see? Who? Who? John Boots Ennis? Teofimo Lopez? Shakur Stevenson? You pick one. I have made my choice, right? For this particular incident between two phenomenal boxers, I'm picking Errol Spence Jr. and Devin the Dream Haney to fight at Texas Stadium, right, before the world. Look, if you think that there's a better fighter than those two that can put up the numbers necessary to bring about supremacy as far as sales is concerned, I would like to know who that person might be. I would like to know who that great boxer is, because we can discuss that. But to my best knowledge, I believe that Devin the Dream Haney and Errol Spence Jr. would make great music in the ring. That would be an awesome fight. Then we could talk about who would prevail. Damn, that's a good fight, man. That is the type of fight that we all want to see. That we all will spend our dollars, right, to support. That is the type of battle it is. That's what it is. It would be a battle between Errol Spence Jr. and Devin the Dream Haney. What y'all think in the chat? Shout out to the chat. What y'all think in the world? I want to see if I can make this fight. I made this proposal off the cuff to Bill Haney yesterday. He didn't respond. But I believe that contrary to the fact that these cats maybe what Errol Spence was supreme in the welterweight 147, right? But he's gotten a little older, and I don't know if he can get back to 147 yet, right? But I'm quite sure if the circumstances were put in place where there's enough money to sustain Errol Spence's thought process to a degree where he could get back down to 147, I'm quite sure Errol Spence, with the way that he trains, the way that he maneuvers his body to go up and down, right? Errol Spence can get back to 147. And I'm quite sure that if those two cats could put pen to paper, we would have a super class fight. Now, that's my opinion. You guys might think otherwise, but that's your opinion. It's totally okay. I get that. But I'm pushing it for Devin the Dream Haney and Errol Spence to one day get in the ring, bam, 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 and shake it up. That being said, it don't cost a dime to hit that subscription button, hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section, and let me know what y'all think about that fight. That being said, I got to go, y'all.